Norway's sovereign wealth fund. Today, we are going to focus on Singapore's sovereign wealth funds. Now, Singapore's sovereign wealth funds are rewriting the hedge fund playbook. GIC and Temasek are making significant changes to their hedge fund operations. While the moves are unconnected, their timing invites scrutiny of what's driving sovereign wealth funds to rethink external partnerships. Let's first start with GIC, the leadership transition and expansion. Betty Tay, who has led GIC's external managers department for over 2 decades, is set to retire. Her successor, Kwang Hong, brings a different pedigree altogether. He previously headed Asia's Total Returns Public Equities team before becoming Deputy Director of External Managers last month. GIC is also hiring across 4 positions in department from associate to vice president level, signaling an expansion rather than a simple handover. The numbers matter out here. Global SWM estimates GIC manages approximately 936 billion with roughly 1.5 allocated to hedge funds. That's approximately 14 billion in hedge fund capital, a meaningful slice of institutional pie that managers compete for. Moving on to Temasek, let's talk about from subsidiaries to direct expansion. Temasek's restructuring represents a more fundamental shift in philosophy. Historically, the company has kept hedge fund allocations at an arm's length, routing capital through subsidiaries. Now, Temasek's executives are reaching out directly to global hedge funds. The firm disclosed last year that it invests in approximately 10 hedge funds, including Citadel, that expects double-digit returns from these allocations. The chief investment officer specifically highlighted multi-strategy and macro hedge funds as areas of focus alongside private credit, hybrid solutions, and other uncorrelated strategies. Starting in April, Temasek will consolidate hedge fund allocations under a new Temasek Partnership Solutions unit. This reorganization is a part of a broader review that could potentially free up capital to invest elsewhere. Let's try and understand the signals out here. There are 3 trends that seem to be emerging. First and foremost, the end of passive allocation. The sovereign wealth funds are no longer content to be passive allocators writing large checks to established managers. Both GIC's hiring spree and Temasek's direct outreach suggest a desire for more sophisticated hands-on engagement with external partners. The days of simple allocate and forget strategies appear numbered. This tracks with a global pattern. Norway's Government Pension Fund Global, the world's largest sovereign wealth fund, has steadily expanded its internal management capabilities. Abu Dhabi Investment Authority has also built out sector-specific teams to evaluate and monitor external managers more closely. Singapore's funds are also following suit. The second emerging trend is the search for uncorrelated returns. As per the comments of Temasek's chief investment officer, Temasek is explicitly seeking alternative or uncorrelated strategies to strengthen portfolio resilience. In an environment wherein traditional equity bond correlations have broken down and geopolitical risks have intensified, hedge funds offering genuine diversification are increasingly valued. Multi-strategy and macro hedge funds, the specific categories that Temasek mentioned, are particularly suited to this mandate. The multi-strategy funds like Citadel and Millennium can pivot across asset classes and opportunities. Macro funds can express views on interest rates, currencies, and geopolitical developments that may not be correlated with the equity markets. And the third emerging trend is structural rationalization. Temasek's acknowledgement of overlapping mandates across its network of subsidiaries points to a broader challenge facing the institutional investors. Over years of growth, many have accumulated Byzantine structures that create duplication, governance complexity, and capital inefficiency. The creation of the Temasek Partnership Solutions represents an attempt to centralize and streamline. This isn't just about hedge funds, it's about fundamental reassessment of how sovereign capital should be organized and deployed. So what are the implications for the hedge fund industry out here? Now, for hedge fund managers, these developments present both opportunity as well as challenge. The opportunity out here is that Temasek is actively expanding its manager relationships, and GIC leadership transition may bring fresh perspectives on allocation. Funds that can demonstrate genuine uncorrelated returns and operational excellence may find receptive audiences in Singapore. The challenge? More sophisticated sovereign investors will demand more. They'll want deeper transparency, more customized mandates, and clearer articulation of edge. The bar for earning and keeping sovereign capital is rising. It is also worth noting that approximately 23% of Temasek's net portfolio is managed by external partners and fund managers. As the firm rationalizes its structure, some of that capital could be redeployed, either to new external relationships or it could be brought in-house.